the true Youngboy release date from jail after DJ Academics tweeted, NBA Youngboy on the way, sooner than you think. As it was just reported, tomorrow Monday morning, NBA Youngboy will have a court in-person and virtual court hearing for continued change of plea. It will most likely be live streamed as I will be updating you through the hearing. Please be aware they're trying to lower Youngboy's jail time and will probably be home sooner than we expected. But to understand the release date, you need to know what his original prison sentence is. It was announced Youngboy has accepted a plea deal in the federal firearm case that was transferred from Louisiana to Utah. As part of the deal, he will be sentenced to 27 months in prison, with credit for any time served in pretrial detention, followed by 5 years of federal probation. But right before he was sentenced, a crazy NBA Youngboy fan would hack into the court hearing sound system and begin yelling "Free Youngboy."
I remember that.
Free YB, man.
Yeah, I
Free
remember
YB.
that. Crazy.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Galden's case has already been called. He's done with court today. For those of you interested, everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB.
Free YB.
Free YB.
But NBA
Damn,
Youngboy
they was
somehow
in that
walked into
deep.
the courtroom the following day to accept his sentence with a smile on his face. But it gets crazier when you look at Youngboy's charges. Allow me to explain. March 10th, 2021, NBA Youngboy was arrested and charged with 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, as well as 1 count of possession of a firearm that was not registered on the National Firearms Registration List. You can make a scrapbook out of all the NBA Youngboy mugshots. He's the last man on earth who should be holding a firearm, but he was. Because Youngboy was working on a video with a bunch of friends, playing loud music and dancing on the hood of a car. An older lady who lives on the street called the police as she was worried. Once they showed up, they quickly arrested Youngboy as they noticed him with how many times he's been arrested.
So yesterday at court, the body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on Youngboy back in September during that music video, that was shown, and it was very interesting because the cop comes right up to him, you know, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him, and then Youngboy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You could search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time Youngboy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. Youngboy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were gonna go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held a gun in a music video and you're a felon
crazy.
and that's a federal felony and you're gonna face 3 to 5 years. No, and it really shows you that these federal laws, as applied to kids like NBA Youngboy from the hood, are extremely unfair and extremely punitive, and we need to take a good long look on what's going on there.
I want to talk about that too. Like, you know, the way that the feds come through with these charges is crazy, bro. Like, it's real dead outrageous. I just seen a case not too long ago with Boosie. Y'all remember when Boosie, man, they got a little glimpse of Boosie with what looked to be like a firearm on his side, right? That video seen Boosie, and then they decided to charge him, you know, the feds in particular. But guess what happened, though? They ended up dropping the case. After they dropped the case, a little while later, they ended up picking the case right back up, which is blowing me. It's like there's different sides of that field where, okay, we're gonna do this to him, and the other ones like, you know what, we're gonna drop it. Then the other ones that want to do it, they gonna pick it right back up. I ain't ever seen nothing like that happen before, but they ended up dropping his case, picking it back up, and this and that. And then same thing in Youngboy's situation. Like, Youngboy really was lost. He didn't know he was doing nothing. They ended up finding these charges of, you know, these prescription charges. And as bad as these charges really sound like they are, I'm going to tell y'all how, like, real small those charges could actually be, fam. Like, imagine you or someone you know, getting some pills and stuff like that, and you get them to get it for you because they already getting it. Like, these charges is real deal crazy work. Now, I don't know how Youngboy did it in particular, bro, but it's like, for these charges to actually be looked at, like, bro just want to pop him some pills. Like, they done turned it to a whole organization as if he's supplying the whole country with pills. It's like they real deal found these little things to charge that boy, man. It's just crazy work, man.
Altercation, Youngboy's cameraman stopped recording and tried to delete the footage because he knew that Youngboy couldn't be handling it. This is when we saw his lawyers try to appeal the footage, but it was reported Youngboy has lost his appeal with the feds, and now prosecutors can use footage of him holding firearms to convict him.
Update on NBA Youngboy. He lost the appeal with the federal appeals court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court. What happened? So the federal judge, the lower court, ruled in his favor. She said that the video of him holding what looks like to be a is suppressed. Can't be used at trial against him. The way you guys obtained it, you violated his constitutional rights. Now, the government went to the Fifth Circuit United States Court of Appeals. The Fifth Circuit said, you know what? We have a different decision, and we're going to say that the government can use that evidence. It is going to be allowed in the case. Now, Youngboy's got a couple of options. One, he can appeal to the Supreme Court. I fully expect they will appeal to the Supreme Court. Two, you got to go to the government and say, look, this guy was locked up for a long amount of time. I think he was locked up for almost a year. He's been on house arrest for almost a year. How much time do you want him to serve and think about doing a plea bargain? Ultimately, you can also take this case to trial and try to beat the feds and go 2-0 against them. He's previously beaten a federal.
These cases and charges are different.
Do I personally think that it's smart to probably try to go 2-0 with the feds? No, because like now they got ammo. Now they coming at you with the, oh yeah, we gonna make sure we get you. You already went against us the first time, because sometimes feds could do that. They'll use the fear that comes with their name against you, because most people gonna just cop out because it's like, damn, it's the feds. They say they got a 98% conviction rate. Most people just gonna cop out. And when it gets to a point where they come at you twice, oh yeah, if the first time, they slipped, I'm telling you, the second time, don't even test them folks the second time, bro. Because it's now, they literally did research to find any little thing that they know you did for certain, And I feel like that's why Youngboy ended up coming to an agreement. He probably had no damn choice, because he like, oh yeah, this some little petty shit when you really think about it, because I could guarantee y'all, these is not crazy ass charges Youngboy got. He just had a lot of things going on. He was on probation. He had so many things that you could look at that makes the charges look more crazier. You feel me? Because he had all these stipulations to be in house arrest and stuff. And at the same time, I think Youngboy was ready to freaking get locked up. Because he's like, bro, he tired of house arrest. Now, when he do come home, he is going to be on probation. But house arrest, no. I think he's still going to be able to whoop and do what he want to do. It ain't going to be as tough as what he had previously. But it's going to be the same, basic things. Like you can't have no gun. You can't do drugs. That stuff. But he probably gonna be able to lead a damn mountain.
But it sounds similar to the YNW Melly case, because we heard Boozy say how they've never allowed him out on a bond or anything.
Now they're putting even more charges on him, and then
when they want you, they want you.
Yeah,
I knew that. I knew they wanted him bad when they waited for that law to get passed. They waited all the way.
Penalty.
So it'd be 8-4.
Oh right, yeah.
They waited all the way till that law got passed to take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, they could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they
want you,
I didn't know that,
you,
man.
I didn't know that.
Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after a fucking mistrial.
Yeah.
That made me like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like after a mistrial, that doesn't happen really.
So with the feds having a 4K video of Youngboy holding the firearm, he's got no defense to it.
Melly,
and we'd
right?
see it announced, NBA Youngboy has officially pleaded guilty and is facing up to 10 years in prison, but it gets scarier from here because of his previous crime, as Youngboy is facing multiple crimes. Because Youngboy skipped a court appearance made him a wanted man. The FBI began staking out his house waiting for him, and as soon as he left the house in his car, a police chase ensued. Once the chase went onto the highway, Youngboy slowly began to pull his car over. Once at a complete stop, the officer started getting out of his vehicle to walk up to him, but Youngboy turned his car back on and floored it down the highway. Youngboy would eventually run into traffic that took him into the regular streets and then had to run on foot. On this day, Youngboy was wearing the worst outfit possible for running. From wearing designer shoes, skinny jeans, a jacket, and some chains. After running for some time, Youngboy cut into a fan's backyard, who took pictures of Youngboy running away and tried to help him get away, but he'd eventually be caught and brought back to the cop car.
You know, talk to us, tell us what happened,
as soon as we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs, okay? But
yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm probably if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
Okay. All right. Give us a second, okay?
Okay, no one decision.
I remember this video.
So, you know,
he moved real smart on this one.
No, sir. Mr. Martinez, I don't want to give a statement.
And they did let him
The
go.
crimes against Youngboy were bad, from speed racing to resisting arrest and many more. But with Youngboy having lots of money, he got the best lawyer in the game and was let out on a bond, as the details of the bond came out to be.
For Youngboy out of California is a $540,000 bond. He put up $500,000 in cash. In addition, he put up as collateral 2 properties worth in excess of $1.5 million, and he has to wear an ankle monitor. However, he's not going to be on house arrest. According to the bond set by the California judge, he simply has to wear the ankle monitor but is otherwise free to travel. This is very big. Why? Given that the California judge found that these circumstances are sufficient for a Youngboy, why would a Louisiana judge find any differently? The Louisiana judge is looking at the same facts. He's looking.
By the way, y'all, they denied him from being able to travel. He was not able to travel. He wasn't able to do no show, from what I remember.
Looking at the same charges, and he's making a decision under the exact same federal law. Sure, it's a different court and a different circuit, and law, and the way the laws are applied varies somewhat from state to state, from circuit. It shouldn't vary a lot. If this California judge said, hey, this much money and these restrictions are good, it would be very, very weird for a Louisiana judge to say, oh no amount of money and no restrictions. That would be very uncommon. I fully expect that the Louisiana judge on Tuesday will release Youngboy on.
As if his crimes weren't bad enough, the judge is including how Youngboy isn't liked by many rappers anymore, because he's made enemies out of a lot of them with his constant beefs and stacking evidence against himself with his lyrics. When Youngboy was arrested for the high-speed chase, NLE Choppa felt the need to create a song for him titled Free Youngboy in hopes of his release. However, Choppa changed his thoughts after King Von's passing, since Youngboy dropped the diss song Bring the Hook, which disses all of O-Block and King Von. We saw reactions to it as DJ Academics reacted, NBA Youngboy on Demon Time right now, and he's dropping another whole tape. O-Block rapper Lil Reese responded, that ain't no Demon Time, he just rapping like the rest of these rappers all rap. Choppa agreed with Reese as he said, I stamped that. However, Youngboy was angry that Choppa didn't choose his side, where he dropped lyrics going after Choppa saying, I bet your mama will be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I could say I saw it, you could say I was your favorite. And we ended up hearing Choppa on this Academics podcast with more of his thoughts.
He's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him. When to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
He also appeared on The Breakfast Club saying, NBA Youngboy needs to be more careful. He's got a lot of people looking up to him, and he needs to set a better example. He needs to stay out of trouble and focus on his music. However, this wouldn't stop him from beefing with Jay DeYoungin before he passed. Being another rapper from Louisiana, the two crossed paths often, but Jay spoke on Youngboy in this interview.
Me and Youngboy, soon we will be making music together. I'm a fan of Youngboy music. Yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state, because when we do, I feel like this is gonna be one of the hardest collaborations ever.
The two even collabed with their song Up With Me. But when Jay posted some unreleased Youngboy music, it went bad. Because Youngboy posted in the comments, delete this now, I don't know how you even got my song. I don't mess around like that. But Jay stood his ground and said he doesn't take disrespect from anyone.
I'm a real and I stand on everything, you hear me? Ain't no gonna play with me, ain't gonna disrespect me.
He even rapped the lyrics at Youngboy saying, you put that comment on my post, they laughed about that, but I was laughing when your baby mama was on me. Because it was revealed that Jay was caught
that ain't what he
with
said.
one of Youngboy's baby mamas.
He said a little bit
but
extra
Youngboy
than
was
that,
angry,
but okay.
and he supposedly tried to catch Jay lacking in the streets for it.
You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man. Open their mouth, came to what they was, man. Oh.
Wow. I ain't gonna lie, when you take a look back at memory lane about all the disrespectfulness, it's kind of crazy. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. The boy Big 8 is out of here.